pleasure to be flying together again.
Captain, Rolando from the flight crew here. Prepped for boarding. Awaiting your orders.
Miami ground. Boeing Mike
Alpha Zulu 5614. The jetway is going to be connected.
Miami ground. Boeing Mike
Alpha Zulu 5614. Baggage is on the way. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. The catering truck is on the road.
Miami ground. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614 ready to copy IFR clearance to San Antonio.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614 is cleared to San Antonio Airport via the Mike India Alpha 2 departure, BNGOS transition, runway 12. Climb via SID maintain flight level tree 60. Departure frequency is 126.85, squawk 1264.
Clear to San Antonio via the Mike India Alpha 2 departure, BNGOS transition, runway 12. Climb via SID maintain flight level tree 60. Departure frequency is 126.85, squawk 1264. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614, read back correct. Contact ground on 127.5. Good day.
Boarding closed. Captain.
Miami ground. Boeing Mike Alpha
Zulu 5614. Pushback request accepted.
Tow bar in place, Captain.
Luggage loading now complete.
You're cleared to start engines. Pushback is complete. Miami ground. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614 with Echo. Ready to taxi. IFR.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. Taxi to and hold short of runway 12 via taxiway 1112 Whiskey November Quebec 1. Contact tower on 118.3 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 12 using taxiway 1112 Whiskey November Quebec 1. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. Ladies and gentlemen, our captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please stow your hand luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead compartment. Make sure your seat back and folding trays are in full upright position. If you're seated near an emergency exit, carefully read the special instructions card located by your seat. A reminder that this is a non-smoking flight, including the lavatories. If you have any questions, feel free to ask one of our attendants. Thank you. Please pay attention as the flight attendants demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the safety procedures. There are designated emergency exits on this aircraft. Take a minute to locate the exit closest to you, including behind you. Count the number of rows to this exit. Should the cabin experience a sudden loss of pressure, oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose like this. Pull the strap to tighten it. If you are traveling with children, make sure to secure your own mask before helping your children. In the unlikely event of an emergency, leave your carry-on items behind. Life rafts are located below your seats. Emergency lighting will lead you to your closest exit and slide. Now, make sure that all hand luggage is stowed away safely. While we wait for takeoff, please take a moment to review the safety data card in your seat pocket.
Gear up landing.
Miami Tower, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614 ready for departure. Runway 12, IFR to San Antonio.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614 hold short runway 12. Traffic is Airbus A330 on the runway. Itero 630, exit runway when able.
Hold short runway 12. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614.
Itero 630.
127.5 for Itero 630.
American 1642, exit runway when able. American 1642, exit runway when able. American 1642, contact ground on 127.5. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614, altimeter tree 011. Cleared for takeoff runway 12.
Cleared for takeoff runway 12. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614.
127.5, American 1642.
Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seat belts and secure all baggage underneath your seat or in the overhead compartments. Place your seats and table trays in the upright position. Turn off all personal electronic devices, including laptops and cell phones, and prepare for takeoff.
Runway 12. Power set. Knots. $120. Number 2. Pause it right gear up.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614, contact Miami departure on 126.85. Good day. 126.85.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614, Miami departure, altimeter tree 011, radar contact continue. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. Traffic is 7 o'clock, tree miles at 1400, Boeing 767. Report them in sight.
Miami departure. Boeing Charlie Sierra Bravo 261 is at 2,700 descending 0.
Boeing Charlie Sierra Bravo 261, Miami departure, altimeter tree 011, radar contact continue. Boeing 261, descend and maintain 2,000.
Descend and maintain 2,000. Boeing 261.
Alpha Zulu 5614, contact Miami Center on 12. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614, acknowledge last transmission.
12tree.775 for Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614.
Miami Center, altimeter tree 011. Radar contact, continue. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 561 for contact, Miami Center on 1 tree 2.4. Good day.
Going to 1 tree 2.4. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614.
Captain, we've just passed 18,000 feet, so don't forget
Miami
to
Center,
switch the
Boeing
altimeter
Mike
standard.
Alpha Zulu 5614 is passing flight level 190, climbing flight level tree 60.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. Miami Center, radar contact, continue to Moreno. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 561 for contact, Miami Center on 1 tree 4.75. Good day.
Going to 1 tree 4.75.
Boeing Mike Alpha
Boeing
Zulu
Mike Alpha
5614, Miami Center.
5614.
Radar contact. Continue to BNGOS. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614, contact Miami Center. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614, acknowledge last transmission.
275. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. Miami Center, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614 is at flight level tree 0, climbing flight level tree 60.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614, Miami Center, radar contact, continue to OYOKI. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 561 for contact, Miami Center on 1 tree 4.75. Good day.
1 tree 4.75.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614, Miami Center. Radar contact. Continue to OYOKI.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Today, I'm assisted by co-pilot Deborah Stedman. Welcome aboard flight MAZ 5614, inbound to San Antonio. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 36,000 feet and at an airspeed of 250 knots. It's 3:56 p.m. On behalf of all crew members, we thank you for flying with us today. So, please sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight. Thank you.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614, contact Houston Center on 1 tree 2.35. Good day.
Going to 1 tree 2.35. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. Houston Center, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. Flight level tree 60. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. Houston Center, radar contact. Continue to KR 72Q. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614, Houston Center. Radar contact, continue to PNSCI. Mike Alpha Zulu 5614, contact Houston Center on 1 tree, 4.9. Good day. Alpha Zulu 5614, Houston Center. Radar contact, continue to be FMCI. Alpha Zulu 5614, contact Houston Center on 1 tree 2.65. Good day. 1 tree 2.65. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. Houston Center, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. Flight level tree 60. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. Houston Center, radar contact. Continue to HRVLI. Houston Center, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614, flight level tree 60. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614, Houston Center, radar contact, continue to manage. Radar contact, continue to GLSLH. Mike Alpha Zulu 5614, contact Houston Center on 128.15. Good day. .15 for Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. Houston Center, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614, flight level tree 60. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614, Houston Center, radar contact, continue to wait. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614, descend via Lemming 2 to 6000. Expect ILS runway 1 tree, right approach via Sarai transition. Descend via Lemming 2 to 6000. Expect ILS runway 1 tree, right approach via Sarai transition. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. Ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our descent into San Antonio. Please turn off all electronic devices. In preparation for landing, make sure your seat back is straight up and your belt is fastened. Please secure your carry-on items, stow your tray table, and pass any remaining service items to the flight attendants. Thank you.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614 contact Houston Center on 128.3. Good day.
Going to 128.3. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. Houston Center, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614 is passing flight level tree 00, descending 6,000 via the limit to arrival.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614, Houston Center, radar contact, continue to Charlie Romeo Papa. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614, contact Houston Center on 134.6. Good day.
134.6 for Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. Houston Center, Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614 is at flight level 250, descending 6,000 via the Lemming to arrival.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614, Houston Center, radar contact. Continue to Selena.
Captain, we've just passed under 18,000 feet, so don't forget to switch the altimeter to local.
Once again, my auto throttle is dead.
Flaps over speed, Captain.
Oh. What? How is that flaps over speed, dude? Nope, 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 nope. It's broken. I tried. More flaps.
Air Shuttle 615 tree, descend and maintain 2000.
Descend and maintain 2,100, Air Shuttle 615 tree.
Plus 15.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5, 614 contact, San Antonio approach on 121.375. Good day.
121.375
The big gusty.
for Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. San Antonio approach. Boeing Mike Alpha
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614.
6000.
San Antonio approach. Altimeter tree 004. Radar contact. Continue to WNDL. Zulu 5614. Maintain present altitude. Keep speed not above 210 knots.
Maintain present altitude. Keep speed not above 210 knots. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. Contact San
Tower on 119.8. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. San Antonio Tower. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. 11 miles west. Inbound ILS runway 13, right approach.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614, San Antonio Tower. Altimeter tree 004. Cleared ILS runway 13 right approach.
Cleared ILS runway 13, right approach. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614.
500.
No, gear down.
San Antonio Tower, Alaska 4904, 18 miles northwest. Inbound ILS runway 13 right approach. Alaska 4904, San Antonio Tower, altimeter tree 004. Cleared ILS runway 13 right approach. Cleared ILS runway 13 right approach, Alaska 4904.
Disengage autopilot. Flaps 25.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614, wind 126 at 10. Clear to land runway 13 right. Clear to land runway 13 right. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614.
Hold not crosswind. Not crosswind.
500.
Alaska 4904, follow the on final. Wind 126 at 10. Clear to land runway 13 right. Clear to land runway 13 right, Alaska 4904.
Dusting 16.
300.
Dusting 18.
Approaching minimums. Minimum 100.
Land.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Two in reverse.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. Turn next taxiway.
Gauge.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. Contact ground on
Clear runway.
121.9er.
121.9er. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. San Antonio ground. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. Request taxi to parking.
Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. Taxi to gate 10 tree via taxiway Delta Golf.
Taxiing to
Speed
gate
taxi.
10 tree via taxiway Delta Golf. Boeing Mike Alpha Zulu 5614. Ladies and gentlemen, we have not reached the gate yet. Please remain seated until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. Thank you.
Welcome to San Antonio.